Welcome back, traders. Today was super exciting, at least if you were looking to pick up more shares of miners today. As you can see, the flag here has broken from Bitcoin that I brought up in this morning's video. You can see here we went below the flag. We're down. We went almost as low as 40,000. I did say we were going to get into that high 30s here. It looks like that's where we're going. We're going to meet with this upward ascending trend line, like I said. We will probably wick below it because Bitcoin likes to do explosive moves, and this is decently explosive, but it could get worse. And I do think that we will get eventually to the bottom of this pole. And that's interesting, and that caused what you see up here with the drops on the miners. Let's start with HUT. What happened to HUT today? It is down 23.49%. That is nuts. If you bought it anywhere, after March 3rd, 2020, March 10th, 2023, you are now in the red. Anywhere from then onward, you are in the red if you bought and did not sell because of today. That is an intense move down. We are significantly oversold on the daily. We're at a 9. Can't get much lower than that. We're at 9.36 on the RSI. Can't get much worse than that. So I do suspect that there will be some sort of a bounce coming very soon for this position. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week. We'll see. But that was dramatic. Let's have a look, see at the volume profile, to be honest. Let's see what that looks like. What do we got down here? I'm astounded by how much this just fell right now today. I mean, this could be a great opportunity. It looks like support is around $6 next. So that's where we're at. And we had to go way back to find that. So this line down here, not even that line. We're at 961 right now. There's weak support here at like 725, and then we're going down to like about $6. Yeah, that's where the next like support is. So we can go all the way down to this here, 8, where we have weak support. That's like our last line of defense, and then after that it's like 6. So then some of the others like Marathon Digital, that was down 7%. It's going right into my space here, right where I said it would, and it's great. Price is currently under $16. It's in the $15 range. I do have a buy order on this one. I think it's at $15.60 or something. I have a buy order for a few shares on Marathon Digital, and that is not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. It's simply what I'm doing with my portfolio. But I do have a buy order around $5.50, $5.60 to buy a couple of Mara shares, just to so when my phone goes off as that happens, I am reminded, oh, it's time to buy Mara again. So I'll start accumulating there and hopefully grab a few more hundred shares before the halving in April as we go in. I do think we'll probably start to flag here, just like over here, before moving down again. But I do think we are eventually going to rest around like the $12 to $13 range. Now, we might go lower than that. Like, honestly, last time, I did not think we were going to go below the support at 1041. And we broke beneath that for like months. We were under that 1041 support area. So this time, that is still the highest point of support, but this time, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if we flash past like 12 and come down back into like the 11 or even 1050 range again on Marathon. Don't be surprised. But don't be waiting for it either. Like I'm buying shares. I'm starting to DCA in around 1550, and I'll continue to do so all the way to its bottom, and I will continue to do so until price goes back over that $15 range. Or in this case, honestly, if it goes beneath this ascending trend line, as soon as it's back above it, then I'll probably stop and just wait from there. But I'll DCA all the way down, and if it goes down as far as 10 or even less, I'll just keep buying, and then on the way up, once it gets back above that ascending trend line, I'll probably stop and just let it play out from there. But Marathon's doing exactly what I thought it would. It's in this descending channel. It's hanging out at the bottom of it, like I thought it would. It is below $16, like I said it would be. It is heading towards this ascending trend line, which if it goes really fast, if it keeps going as fast as it is, and I don't think that it will keep going as fast as it is. The RSI is at 15 or almost 16 right now. It can't go much faster. But if it does, I mean, it could go as low as 1250 and collide with this by the end of the month, by the end of next week, next Friday. It could collide with this line at 10 or at 1278. that could happen. So keep that in mind. We're still in free fall. Things aren't going up, but I am accumulating. I have started accumulating. Like CleanSpark, I have started buying CleanSpark. I bought a few hundred shares this week of CleanSpark because CleanSpark also did basically exactly what I thought it would. Let me put it on a slightly lower time frame. 2 hours should do it. But it came down, filled the gap, did a flag at the gap, came down, flagged a little bit more, and is coming down all the way here. Almost touched my level here at 672. I bought about 100 shares at 678 there at the bottom today. And I mean, I'll buy a few hundred more if it goes down to 650, and I'll buy a few hundred more after that if it goes down to 5. You know, that's what I'm doing with CleanSpark. This is the point where I'm buying, and it's going to eventually come back up. It's going to get above this descending channel here at some point, and I'll be very happy. I'll be sitting very happy when that gets back up above this descending trend or this descending channel there on CleanSpark. But I started buying it again, and like I said before, this is not financial advice nor a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. It's simply what I'm doing with my portfolio. But today, I am buying. Today, I have been buying. About a little bit of BitF. I think about 100 BitF today, because it's getting close to that $2 range. $2 is going to be a pretty big psychological support for this one. So I don't know if it's really going to break below $2. It might break right. It might just fly right past $2. But we're below the previous high from July right now. Currently, we're below it. In the post market, we are up one penny from went down to 208. And we hung out there all day. Like, look at this. This candle is super bearish. I do expect it to continue to go down. I think it will go below $2. I think it'll probably get into the 180 range, where I have a buy order for several hundred shares of this at that level. I mean, if it goes all the way to like the strongest support, it's going down to $1.23. I don't know if it will get there, but I'm going to be buying all the way down. That's what I will be doing with Bitfarms. I mean, if it gets back down to $1.23, you better believe I'm going to buy a lot down here. And if it gets back down to this level here, that would be honestly amazing, because there isn't a lot of support up here. There really isn't. There's not that much support up here. The biggest level of support, and you can see it on the volume profile, since the previous bull cycle, the biggest level of support is down here in the low ones. That's where it's at. Currently, it's sitting on this shelf. I mean, if it gets below $1.93, you better believe that 150 and potentially even 120 is coming back. So keep that in mind. It could happen. That could happen, but don't be scared. Be prepared. That's what we're doing here. Let's look at Bit Digital real quick. Bit Digital had minus 7.81% today, so a little more than its peers. But it is also, like with HUT now it could blast right past all this support down here, but it is getting very close to its support down here. Others like CleanSpark, not quite to its support, which is down here around like the $5 range. HUT went past its, but let's look at Bitfarms. Bitfarms, its support, this level of support that is similar to the level of support Bit Digital is approaching right now, is all the way down here at 135. Marathon, let's see, where's Mara? How far away is it from its big level of support like that? Oh yeah, its big level of support, 1065. So Bit Digital is there. It's at that level of support. And I think that's probably because of some of the financial moves it'd been making earlier this year that, honestly caused me to sell when it was up here in the fours. Yeah, that's done with. So it's getting there. It's getting to that level of support. So I'm going to start looking for this to start to base around this level. I think it might get to 240. I really do think it's probably going to go to 240. It might even come down and touch 225, somewhere around there. And I will happily purchase it there, but I don't see it going much lower than that. Now, if it does, it's going to go way, way down, because that's going to cause people to just completely capitulate. But you can see this big, huge head and shoulders that it did. And this is the bottom of the move. The 240 is the bottom of that move, and we're getting very, very close to that. And honestly, I did buy a little bit of Bit Digital today as well. I bought a few dozen shares of it. Not tons. I started just nibbling, because I think we're going to get a good amount of time down here. I think we're probably going to be down here until late March, maybe even early April on all the miners, until that halving cycle really kicks in. So we're going to get plenty of time. Just be calm, be prepared, accumulate. That's what the phase is right now. It's the accumulation phase. As we go into the halving, this is kind of like the last ditch to pick everyone up before the halving sort of situation that's happening right now. Now that doesn't mean, be irresponsible. Don't invest anything in a crypto related stock that you could not 100% lose. If you can't lose it, you can't uh, invest it in these stocks, because honestly, these are very risky. These are not long-term holds. These are trades. This is not a hold it forever position. This is a hold it until it doubles, triples, or whatever it does, and then you sell it. This is not a hold it, to the grave sort of play. So keep that in mind. And like I said, when it was up here, I've been selling every day going into this. I sold half of my position on Bit Digital, and now I'm looking to reclaim that half down here around 240, 230-ish. And that would be pretty fantastic. I'd be pretty happy about that. But anyways, that's all I have to say today. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.